right, guys. So it's been a few years since I've spoken to my next guest, but today I'm so excited to welcome back to the show Josh Todd from Buckcherry. Josh, what's
Hey,
going on,
thanks for
brother? How you
having
doing
me.
today?
I'm good. I'm currently oops, sorry. I'm currently at home in California. We've already done quite a bit of touring this year. Went out for 5 months with Steel Panther up in Canada, and now we're doing a weekend fly dates until July, and then we start up heavy touring again.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are always on the road. It's just amazing. The last time we spoke, I spoke to you when Confessions came out, and we also spoke when Josh Todd and the Conflict came out with that amazing record, "Year of the Tiger," man. Another
Thanks.
good
Yeah,
one.
that was a good record, and thank you for saying that. That was a while ago,
It,
so
it
it's been a
was
few
quite a while
years.
ago. It's been a while, but I'll tell you what, "Fucked Up" comes up on my playlist quite often off that record. Just one of them songs that just like, yeah, I remember that song, you know?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Josh, one of the things that I love that you and Stevie D do are the Facebook Live sessions. That's kind of cool to get some insight as to, what you guys are up to, and so forth. Have you ever done any like from the studio or like from the tour bus or what do you guys have done there?
I mean, we do Facebook Live on the tour bus, but I mean, it's pretty uneventful, honestly. We all have our own like little daily regimen, and we're much older guys now, so it's not like really compelling stuff to watch. Uh, so when we kind of get riled up for a few minutes, we'll do Facebook Live and have some fun. And Stevie and I have a long history. We've been friends since I met him when I was 19. So it's been
Wow.
like over 35 years I've known that guy. So yeah, we have a lot of fun.
Well, today we're going to talk about Buckcherry's 11th studio album. I can't even believe it, man. 11 albums. A Roar Like Thunder comes out June 13th on Round Hill Records. Every time I see Buckcherry, and I've seen the band probably a dozen times, I know when I leave there, I know I've seen a rock and roll show. And
Yeah.
I got that vibe when I listened to Roar Like Thunder, man. I know I heard a rock record. I mean, is it hard to get that to capture that intensity and high energy on vinyl?
Not really. It's kind of what we've done our whole career. We have a lot of records that sound exactly like what you see live, and we designed it that way, you know what I mean? So we could, have some longevity and just be ourselves. And I to this day I don't think there's anybody that sounds like Buck Cherry, and that's a good thing because we're just doing straight up, four on the floor rock and roll, but to answer your question, we kind of told ourselves on Roar Like Thunder that we just wanted to rock, all rockers, no ballads and no covers, and that was the only stipulation, and we just wanted to write really great songs.
Since you and Stevie D have been writing, I guess since 15 came out in 2016 or 2006, so it's been quite a while, almost 20 years. Is it easy for you two just to bang out songs, or is it still, each song kind of gets its own vibe and works its way out?
Nothing's easy. I mean, it's easy for us to come up with ideas and get songs together, but to come up with great songs, you have to work very hard on writing and rewriting. Sometimes a good song will come together very quickly, and you don't even know how good it is until, later when you're about to release a record, or even when it gets, to the public, then you start going, wow, this song that really wasn't thinking about has now become very popular. And that's what happened with Crazy Bitch. Like, for an example, like when we were releasing 15, we were going with the first single was going to be Next to You, and
Oh.
that's when MySpace was still around, and Crazy Bitch was getting all these listens, like a million, and we're like, we gotta jump on this track, it's going, and you just never know.
But that's got to be awesome to have the fans point out, look, we love this song, man. I mean, that's got to be kind of cool.
It is, but nowadays you have to release like uh four songs. We had to kind of play the record for our inner circle, which is our manager and our record labels, and get the feedback from them. And that's how we, chose the first single, Roar Like Thunder. And it just was the perfect first track to go with. And then we released a lyric video to come on. And that song is so much fun to do live. And then we just dropped our second video, uh,
Set it free.
Set It Free. Yeah. So it's been going really great crowd response as well. It's fun to play these songs live because they're so good. It just makes the whole set like, even better.
For sure, and you have a track like you said, the title track "Roar Like Thunder" came out in March. Stevie kicks off the song with another just crazy riff, and then when Kelly and Francis come in and Billy adds more guitar power, I mean, it's very simply put a fiery rock song, man. Where was the
Yes.
video shot? The video is cool, man. It's on a rooftop, and then you guys got like behind the bars type scenes, man. It's pretty cool video.
Yeah, that's in downtown LA, and that was like it was the first rain since all the fires. So it was like beautiful out, and our city, as you know, was devastated by all those fires. So
Certainly.
it was kind of nice to celebrate Los Angeles and to have nice clear air and to show the city in all its glory, and it was a wonderful moment.
The lyrically for that song, what led you to the lyrics for the song "War Like Thunder"?
It's kind of about the rat race, and all the distractions in life throw that life throws at you, and staying focused on your passion and what drives you and why you want to exist. You know what I mean? And and that's what it's about.
That one I know is going to be fun to sing live. It's got a couple songs, I mean, a couple parts in there, like in the chorus, where I see the audience just sing along with you, man. Has that how it's been on tour?
Yeah, we're opening up with that song, and
Oh, sweet.
the people who are really into Buckcherry know it right away. There's still people that are discovering all these songs for the first time. Sometimes it's live, you know what I mean? Because it's hard to get people's attention span these days. You know what I mean? You got like 5 seconds to get somebody's attention.
Yeah,
That's
for
really
sure.
that's really the long and short of it. And so sometimes people don't know about Roar Like Thunder until we play it live.
Set It Free, you mentioned, was the latest one that came out last month. The message I get from that one, Josh, is you have to live. I mean, you have to live life, you have to have fun, don't stress about the past, and just keep rolling. Is that kind of what you were going for?
Well, it's about living the dream. We've been doing this for over 25 years now. You know what I mean? And very grateful. I'm very grateful for all that we've accomplished and the longevity that we've had. And it was time to kind of paint that picture of what it's like for us, through words and melodies, out on the road and traveling and all the faces that we see and the places that we've been, and that's what it's all about. I always say that you can be whoever you want to be at the Buckcherry show, So, and that's what it is. We've created a community where I hope that people can come to our shows and feel safe and they can let it all hang out. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about.
And that's the cool part about a cool Buck Cherry show is that you forget about the bullshit from working that day or that week if you had a bad day at work or whatever. Man, you just go and let loose and have fun, and it's
Exactly.
that's what I got out of it, man. It's just a blast.
Yeah, and I can't tell you how many times over the years people have come up to me like people have gone to Buckcherry shows just by themselves because they're just like they just want to get out and then they meet lifelong friends. So we've had
That's
people that
cool.
have like, hey, I met this person at a Buckcherry show, and now we always reconvene every year and go to Buckcherry shows together, and we keep up with each other, and people have met their significant others at Buckcherry shows and gotten married and had kids, and I mean that's how crazy it's been over the years. We've seen all that evolution, and it's really cool.
It's just amazing. I just saw Metallica and Limp Bizkit in Philly last week or the week before, and
Wow.
I sat back for a moment and I thought that this band's music brought these people. I mean, it was at the Eagle Stadium, so it had to be, I don't know, 70,000, 50,000 people.
Great.
Brought them out to that show. And, even, when you go to see a sold out Buck Cherry show like we're going to see at the Starland later on in July, it's your music. It's what you've put down that brings them people out, man. I mean, there's got to be nothing better than that, Josh, you know?
Yeah, and I appreciate that. And all the bands, like Metallica worked very hard for that. They were on the road a long time
Hell
to
yeah.
make that happen. And same with Limp Bizkit, and and same with us. I mean, I've been working full time, since I was 15 to get this type of result. So it's really cool to see it come, full circle.
I want to get back to Set It Free because what I like about it is that the song starts and the music is just killer, but it really lets the vocals breathe and we can hear what you're talking, what you're singing about, and that's kind of what I like about that song, Josh.
Yeah, and I think that is missing in a lot of new rock records, that that's the dynamics is what you're talking about, having those moments where the song breathes and you have, choppy guitar riffs and soul, I mean, that's why I love classic rock and all those old rock bands because they were all listening to the right, artists to have soul into rock music. And even a lot of those old rock singers were very soulful with their melodies and their vocals. And I love that, and you got to have space to do that.
I want you to ask Stevie to play the guitar that he has in the video for this song. That guitar, holy crap. I love it, man. I want to see it when we
Yeah.
see him on tour.
He's got a lot of great guitars.
That's crazy, man. The opening riff for the song "Come On" has, for me, like an AC/DC type feel for it, like maybe something around like the Dirty Deeds era. Very
Yeah.
cool too, man.
Yeah, thanks. And Come On took a while for it to really feel good. I mean, we had the
Wow.
music. We that was the third chorus that we had written for the song, and it finally popped. There was a lot of the song that we liked, but we couldn't get the chorus to really happen. And then we came up with the third one, and actually Marty came up with that melody, and I loved it, and we all loved it. And I just wrote lyrics over his melody, and it just happened. It was a lot of fun.
Josh, when I get sent a new album and I'm picking out songs to listen to, I mean, I'm an old school guy. I love my vinyl. I like to listen from start to finish, but I do pick out a song or two just to kind of focus on. And a lot of the time, it's just the title of a track that attracts me. And when I saw the song "Talking About Sex," I mean, come on, like I knew I was going to listen to that one, you know?
Yeah,
And it's cool, man. And I wasn't prepared for the cool guitar effect that Stevie uses. It's a really cool song. And anybody who can take the words "holy moly" and put it into a tune, I mean, I'm down.
yeah,
So,
yeah. That's the second time somebody's talked about holy moly. It's an old term, and I love it, and I'm
hell
glad I got
yeah.
to incorporate that hook. Let me tell you how that song came about.
Go
Like
ahead.
it went through a lot of evolutions. Like I came up with the all the melodies and everything in the shower. I come up with a lot of ideas in the shower. They come to me. I don't know why, and I get out and scat it on my phone, and I wrote the whole thing, and it's about Cardi B because I love Cardi B, and I like
Wow,
it because
cool.
she's dangerous and honest, and is going for it and doesn't give a fuck what people think about her. What
Right,
she's she comes from the heart, and I love that. And there's not many artists that do that anymore, especially in rock music, and
you're
so
right.
that's cool. And then cut to watching the Wham documentary on Netflix, and I had no idea like the level of talent that George Michael had. He was a producer and a songwriter and just an amazing singer. And then he has the song I Want Your Sex, and I'm like, we got to write our I Want Your Sex. And that's when I started coming up with the idea. Anyways, cut to we get all the way to the songwriting phase, and I'm like, I thought I had to change it from talking about sex to I just said I love it when you flex because Cardi always talked about flexing, so
Okay.
uh I didn't think talking about sex was gonna fly, so I presented it to Marty, and he's like, why don't we just call it talking about sex? And I go, well, that was the original idea. I just didn't know if it would come off good. And so yeah, we went with it. I mean, Marty arranged it a little differently so that it was cooler, and bam, the song happened. And I love it because it's like quintessential Stevie D riffs, with the groove, and
Oh, hell yeah.
and That's what those are my favorite type of riffs by him. That and the song Blackout on the record are my two favorite records, my songs.
Yep, it's really good. He has a lot of stuff. I tell you, such an underrated guitar player. I mean,
He's great. Yeah,
he's phenomenal, man.
yeah. And the longest running guitar player in Buckcherry. He's been with me since in this band since 2004. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I can't wait to catch you guys on tour. My birthday is July 16th, and
All right.
July 18th, you guys are playing Starland in Sayreville. So
Let's go.
that's my birthday present, man. I'm going, so I can't wait. And I'll tell you
Great.
what, I mean, there's a lot of cool VIP
Just
upgrades
yeah.
that you guys can
Yeah.
have, and reasonably priced too. I mean, anybody who wants to go check it out, go to buckcherry.com to look at it. Some really cool stuff. You can pre-order the album there, but July 18th, man, I can't wait to go spend my birthday, my 59th birthday with Buckcherry, dude. So
Yeah, and we always have really crazy shows there. It's
yeah,
always been fun.
the Starland's fun. All right,
Roar
Josh.
like
So,
thunder.
Roar Like Thunder. I can't wait till that comes out, and I can't wait to see it live in July when you guys hit the road.
Yes,
It's been cool talking to you, man. You have a good afternoon, Josh, and thanks for your time, man.
absolutely. And listen, the record drops June 13th. You can pre-order it right now, and you get 3 songs.
Very cool, Josh. You take care of yourself, and maybe you get to go out surfing later on.
Yeah, well, I already surfed this morning, so yeah, now I got to work,
All
but
right, dude.
everything's fine.
You got it, Josh. Take care, man.
Thanks, man. Be
Thank you,
good.
sir. Yes, sir. Bye bye.